In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the Tech Zone.
All right, welcome back to the Tech Zone. I'm Paul Amadeus Lane. We're here live. CES 2020. It is the decade of tech. I know I've said that throughout the decades, but I really mean it this time because we have entered not just the IoT of things, not the Internet of Things, but the intelligence of things. A lot of the news coming out of here is talking about AI and some of the other great innovation out there. So we're going to keep you up to date throughout the whole CES here live in Vegas. And now I'm joined by a very special guest all the way from Australia. Aaron, how was my accent?
Your accent is fantastic, Paul.
Pretty cool, pretty good. I got Aaron Stegg. He's joining me from Lifeboard by Mystic Pants. Now, before we talk about your great piece of innovation, Aaron, how did you come up with the name Mystic Pants?
A vast amount of alcohol was involved. We really like David Letterman's Worldwide Pants, and we wanted to throw some magic in there, so it became Mystic Pants.
I love it. I love it. So, how's your CES going so far?
Exhausting and amazing. Talking to hundreds of people. That's fantastic.
And talk about being here at CES, being able to show off your piece of innovation. Were you kind of apprehensive at first to see how people will respond to your innovation? Because let's face it, you and the family and friends and maybe love it, but now have complete strangers look at it and be like, yo, Aaron, this is pretty sweet. I love it.
It's terrifying. We came here for validation. We came here to launch the product and show the world and see what they had to say, and we're getting great feedback. So I'm excited, but the first few people we spoke to were very frightening.
Well, you know what, Aaron? People are probably tweeting me right now. They're probably screaming at me right now. What is Aaron's piece of innovation? What is it? So, Aaron, tell us what you have for us here at our booth.
We have a product called Lifeboard. It's our first product. It's a family dashboard. So it's a screen that sits in your kitchen or your family room and tells your family whatever it is you want them to know, and it continuously rotates and shares that data all throughout the day.
Wow. Right now we're going to take a look at it and check it out. And we're looking at it right now in demo mode, Aaron, and what are some of the messages that come across this piece of innovation?
So at launch, we're going to have 50 or 60 different pieces of information that you can choose from. As things in the morning, for example, you might want to see the schedule for the day, your Google Calendar, for example. You might want to see the weather for the day and what time the train is going to be there. In the afternoon, you may want to know what time your kids are coming home, where are they at the moment, what homework they've got to do, what chores they've got to do, and you might want a daily affirmation like, you should be cheerful today, or something like that.
Now, does it keep track of how people are doing the chores?
It allows you as a parent to enter that data. The kids can see the results, but you've got to enter the data.
Now, can the kids, say, check is done, but it's not really done, and you be able to find out?
Nope. I've got 4 kids. They're not getting away with that.
There you go. I love it. So talk about what made you want to create this piece of innovation in the first place?
So we've been working in IoT for the last 4 years as consultants making products for other people, and we kept seeing these screens and information devices, and none of them spoke to the family. We wanted to have something that would help families and make their lives easier. We came up with this model, tested it out, refined it, interviewed people, and kept coming back and getting better and better until we reached this product.
And Aaron, when we look at family tech, I mean, think about it. I've been in the tech world a little over 2 or 3 decades. I started when I was like 2 years old. Just joking, Aaron. But one thing I've noticed over the years, it has changed from just televisions, cell phones, tablets, to now we're seeing family tech. How important is family tech innovation, especially going into this new decade?
It was our customers that were telling us what they wanted to see. It was hard to avoid building what they wanted because they would tell us. So we started with a tablet product, and we said, let's put a tablet out there, or maybe a TV product. But they didn't want that, and so we had to evolve and make better, use better tech to give them exactly what they wanted.
And putting something like this together, what were some of the challenges, Aaron, to have it to where it's at today, we're able to look at how sweet it is here at CES.
It's been through a few evolutions over the last 6 or 7 months. We build products for a living, so the technology wasn't hard for us. The hard part was actually truly understanding what the customer needs were. We're not a marketing company. We really aren't good at talking to customers, but we had to do it.
Talking with customers, the customer angle, getting the feedback. Sometimes you have to have a little tough skin when you're talking with customers, right? Because we don't use the correct type of tone in our voice. We want something a little bit different, a little bit better. How do you keep your cool in dealing with customers? The reason why I wanted to ask that is because we as customers sometimes, we like to turn it up when we shouldn't turn it up. And remember that there are some great people behind all these products who have feelings, who have families, who have visions. How do you deal with just the drama sometimes you have to deal with when it comes to customers?
So the good thing for us is the product hasn't actually launched yet, so nobody's telling us that they don't like it. So that's a good thing. We sat down with people, and when we realized that not everybody is going to like the product, whatever it is that we build, we were settled with that. We could say, if 50% of the people we interview like the product, that's pretty darn good. So it was just about accepting that it wasn't going to be perfect for everybody and moving on.
So if you could talk about the launch again, and where we're actually going to be able to get this in our home, will we be able to get it here in the United States, or is it something that's going to be released overseas? If you can talk about just what you guys have in mind as far as the rollout and the launch.
Yep. So we're rolling it out globally with a focus on the US market in middle of the year on Kickstarter. That will allow us to get orders in and start the production process for early 2021. So retail, you'll be able to buy it online and through Amazon in 2021.
Now, I was looking at the screen. It talked about like $400 and something thousand dollars or $4,000 on that screen.
Yeah.
Is that something that I can have? What's that message right there? Or is that letting all the family know what the bank account is? That, okay, if we go shopping, this is how much we got. We have to stay in the budget.
We'll call that aspirational. That's a demo page for tracking the Kickstarter projects. So we built an application that you can pick which Kickstarter project you like, and it'll track it and show you how the project is going. I'd like that to be the Kickstarter project that we launch eventually for Lifeboard.
And Aaron, one thing I like, you touched on it about like a positive affirmation for families.
So we're going to have a whole bunch of things around wellness, positive affirmations, horoscopes, word of the day, all sorts of just interesting content. And we believe wellness, which is actually where the product started, is really, really important for families. So that's a starting point for us.
And if you can, just for a minute, talk about just the wellness part of it and how important it is for families to be well, to have this positive reinforcement when it comes to just health and just mental health as well too.
So there's a bunch of different angles on wellness. One of them is health, one of them is psychological mental health, and the other is just dealing with stress. So we're trying to help on a few different fronts. Dealing with stress by getting your day in order, dealing with stress by knowing where your family is and where they're supposed to be, and dealing with stress by getting positive affirmations and those kind of things.
Now, I don't think we realize just how stressful it is for us to not know where our families are.
Yeah.
If, let's say, our child didn't arrive at school, or they're not home at school at a particular time. If we have a high stress level, that really damages us health-wise.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of amazing services out there that help to keep track of where your kids are, and we're going to plug into those. So the one that we've demonstrated at the moment is Life 360. They're already tracking 50 million families around the world. We just plug into there, and if you agree to their terms and services, then you can track it through Lifeboard.
Awesome. Aaron, I am so intrigued by this piece of innovation. I'm looking forward to seeing it when it launch. How can one find out more information now so they can keep track of the Kickstarter campaign and just follow, the trajectory of the company?
We've got a sign-up form on our website, lifeboard.com, lyfboard.com, where you can get a discount and early access to Kickstarter when it launches.
Awesome. Aaron, before I let you go, what is the coolest thing? I don't know if you had time to walk around and take in the sights of CES 2020. But what has been your impression so far of CES 2020?
I've barely had a chance to walk around. It's been intense at our stand, and I don't want to miss any of it. But what really impressed me was the national stand. So there's an Israeli stand, there's a French stand, there's a Korean stand, and they bring dozens of like-minded country folk together, and it's just an intense way to see how a country is doing. So
That global melting pot
yeah,
that we have when it comes to tech, it really shows how much we have more in common
yeah,
than not
absolutely.
in common. And CES is like the melting pot where we can all get together, talk tech, have each other's back,
Yep.
and really enjoy ourselves when it comes to the tech world.
Agreed.
Aaron, great talking to you, my friend. I want to have you on later on in the year when that Kickstarter campaign launch.
Absolutely.
And we'll talk about that and see how things are going. How does that sound, my friend?
Fantastic. Nice meeting you, Paul.
Hey, great talking to you too, my friend.
In this world of technology, things are ever changing, rearranging. You need someone to help you out. I know someone who can. Come and take a journey with me as we go through the land of technology. You'll never be alone. You'll be with Paul Amadeus Lane in the tech zone.